Have you ever noticed how your muscles just don't feel as strong as they used to? Or maybe you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night more often, or feeling a little more unsteady on your feet than before. It's something many of us quietly face as the years go by, a subtle shift that sneaks up on us and makes everyday tasks feel a little harder. Now, you might think this is just part of getting older, that there's nothing you can do about it. But what if that's not entirely true? What if the reasons behind these changes aren't just about age, but also about certain habits we don't even realize we're doing? These small, everyday choices can have a big impact on our strength and health over time, often in ways we overlook or underestimate. In this video, we'll explore 10 habits that quietly weaken older adults, and more importantly, how simple adjustments can help you stay stronger and more energetic. By the end, I'll share the one habit that could make the biggest difference in how you feel each day. Let's take this journey together, gently and honestly, because feeling your best at any age is worth it. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Habit 1. Lack of physical activity or too little movement. It often begins so quietly that most people hardly notice. You wake up one morning and decide to take it easy. Maybe you skip your morning walk because it's chilly outside, or you spend more time resting in your favorite chair because your knees ache a little. Before long, these small choices become routine. It's understandable. After all, you've worked hard your whole life and earned a bit of rest. But as days and weeks pass, you might find it harder to get up from that chair, your balance seems shakier, or you feel winded after just a few steps. These changes can sneak up on anyone, and it's easy to believe that slowing down is just a natural part of aging. But here's something worth thinking about. What if taking it easy isn't always the best medicine? Could resting too much be doing your body more harm than good? It's a question that might turn your old beliefs upside down, but science has given us some surprising answers. While rest is important, especially after a lifetime of work, our bodies were never designed to stay still for too long. Muscles, bones, and even the brain depend on regular movement to stay strong and healthy. The simple act of walking, stretching, or doing gentle exercises sends signals to your muscles and bones to maintain their strength and keep you steady on your feet. Studies show that the less we move, the faster we lose muscle mass, balance, and flexibility. This process, called disuse atrophy, is not just about feeling stiff or tired. It can lead to real risks, like falls and a loss of independence. The body works on a use it or lose it principle. Muscles that aren't used regularly begin to shrink, making everyday tasks like getting out of bed or carrying groceries much harder. And it doesn't take hours in a gym or complicated routines to make a difference. Even a little bit of movement, done consistently, can help your body hold onto its strength and confidence. So, what's a gentle, doable solution for most people? Start small and keep it simple. Try setting a timer to get up and walk around the house every hour, or stretch your arms and legs while watching TV. If you feel steady enough, take a daily stroll outside, even if it's just around your yard or down the driveway. Chair exercises or light resistance bands can be great options if your balance isn't perfect. You can also make movement part of your daily routine. Walk to check the mail, dance to your favorite old song, or stand up while folding laundry. It's about weaving little bursts of activity into your day, so it never feels overwhelming. Take, for example, Mr. Harold, a retired school principal in Ohio. After a minor surgery, he started spending more time sitting, convinced that extra rest would help him heal. But as the months went by, he noticed his legs getting weaker and his confidence slipping. His doctor suggested gentle walks each day, just 5 or 10 minutes to start. Harold found that as he walked more, his legs grew steadier, his back straightened, and even his mood lifted. It wasn't about pushing hard or chasing youth, but about giving his body a chance to stay strong and capable. So if you've been taking it easy and feeling yourself slow down, Remember, every step counts. Moving a little more, day by day, is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you start. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and independent for as many years as possible. Give your body the chance to support you. Get up, stretch, and enjoy the freedom that movement brings. Habit 2. Poor nutrition. Not enough protein and vegetables. For many older adults, mealtime can turn into something of a routine. Toast and coffee in the morning, maybe a bowl of soup at lunch, a sandwich, or some crackers for dinner. After years of cooking for a family, it's natural to keep things simple, especially when you're living alone or your appetite just isn't what it used to be. Sometimes, you might find yourself skipping meals, reaching for quick snacks, or simply eating less because food just doesn't seem as appealing anymore. It's easy to think that eating less is just what comes with age, and maybe you believe that your body doesn't need as much as it once did. But here's a thought. What if eating less, or sticking to the same old, simple foods, could be draining your strength? Could a lack of variety, especially protein and vegetables, be one of the reasons your energy feels lower, your muscles feel weaker, or your immune system doesn't bounce back like it used to? It's a surprising idea, but research shows that nutrition needs actually stay high, or even increase, as we age. Our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and using nutrients, and we naturally lose muscle unless we give it what it needs to grow. Protein, in particular, is essential for maintaining muscle mass, repairing tissues, and keeping your bones strong. Vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support your heart, immune system, and digestion. When your diet falls short on these basics, it can lead to fatigue, slower healing, and even make you more prone to infections. Unfortunately, it's all too common for seniors in America to get by on too little protein, sometimes less than half of what their bodies need, and to skip vegetables altogether, either out of habit or convenience. So, what's the gentle fix? The good news is that improving your nutrition doesn't require fancy recipes or a dramatic overhaul of your kitchen. Start by adding a little more protein to each meal: an egg in the morning, a slice of turkey on your sandwich, a handful of nuts for a snack, or a cup of Greek yogurt after dinner. Try to include at least one colorful vegetable with every meal. Frozen vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh, and often easier to prepare. Soups, stir-fries, or even a simple side salad can make a big difference. You can also experiment with easy-to-make smoothies. Just blend some spinach, a banana, and milk or yogurt for a quick, nutrient-packed drink. Let me share a quick story about Mrs. Reynolds, a retired nurse from Florida. For years, she'd settled into a habit of eating toast or cereal for breakfast and canned soup for dinner. Over time, she noticed she was getting more tired and found it harder to recover from minor illnesses. After her doctor encouraged her to add more protein and vegetables to her meals, she started making small changes: a scrambled egg with spinach at breakfast, a grilled chicken salad for lunch, and steamed veggies with her dinner. Within weeks, her energy returned, and she felt stronger and more alert. Remember, every bite is an opportunity to nourish your body. You've earned the right to enjoy your meals and to give your body what it truly needs to stay strong and independent. Don't let old habits quietly steal your vitality. Feed yourself with care, and you'll be amazed at how much brighter and livelier your days can feel. Your health is worth every effort, and it's never too late to start eating for strength. Habit 3. Insufficient or poor quality sleep. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. For many older adults, the quiet of the night doesn't always bring rest. Maybe you find yourself tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling long after the house is settled, or waking up at 2 a.m. unable to drift back into sleep. You might tell yourself that this is just how it goes with age, that poor sleep is inevitable, something everyone over 65 must simply accept. After all, how many times have you heard friends or even doctors say, "That's just part of getting older"? But what if that belief isn't entirely true? What if restless nights and tired mornings aren't just the price of aging, but a signal that something in your routine could change. It's a question worth asking because mounting scientific evidence suggests that many sleep problems in older adults are caused not by age itself, but by habits and choices that quietly sabotage deep, restorative rest. Sleep isn't just a luxury. It's the time when your body heals, your muscles recover, and your brain clears away the clutter of the day. When sleep is cut short or stays shallow, your strength, mood, memory, and even your immune system can all suffer. Here's what's going on. As we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to changes in routine, light, and even the food and drink we consume before bed. Things like watching TV late into the night, sipping a cup of tea too close to bedtime, or keeping an irregular sleep schedule can throw off the body's natural clock. Medications and underlying health issues can also disrupt sleep, but many people find that simple lifestyle changes can make a big difference. Unfortunately, it's easy to overlook these little factors, chalking sleep troubles up to age alone. So what can you do to reclaim deeper, more restful sleep? Start by creating a gentle, consistent bedtime routine. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Dim the lights and turn off screens at least 30 minutes before sleep, giving your body a chance to wind down. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals in the evening, and make your bedroom a calm, cool, and comfortable retreat. If you wake up during the night, resist the urge to check the clock or reach for your phone. Instead, try slow, deep breathing or quietly reading until you feel sleepy again. Small changes like these send powerful signals to your body that it's safe to relax and let go. Let's meet Mrs. Jeanette, a retired librarian in Michigan, who spent years waking up every 2 hours, convinced that poor sleep was simply her fate. Her daughter suggested she try a simple bedtime routine, reading a chapter of a favorite book, sipping warm milk, and listening to gentle music before turning out the light. Within a month, Jeanette found herself falling asleep more easily, staying asleep longer, and feeling more refreshed in the morning. Her aches lessened, her memory sharpened, and her days brightened with new energy. So if you've been struggling with sleep, know this: rest is not a lost cause. Small, caring changes can add up to deeper, more peaceful nights and stronger, happier days. Your body deserves, and truly needs, the gift of good sleep. Give yourself permission to slow down, build a restful routine, and discover how much better you can feel when you wake up strong and ready to greet the day. Habit 4. Skipping regular health checkups. It's something many older adults do without thinking much about it. Skipping those regular doctor's appointments, postponing annual checkups, or telling themselves they'll make that call next week. Maybe you feel fine, or you worry about the hassle of getting to the clinic. Maybe past visits brought nothing but routine advice, and you wonder if it's worth the effort. It's easy to assume that if nothing feels wrong, nothing is wrong, a belief shaped by years of taking care of yourself and trusting your instincts. But what if that assumption is quietly putting your health at risk? Could skipping those routine checkups rob you of the chance to catch problems early, when they're easiest to manage? It's a surprising idea, but one that's well supported by medical science. As we age, many health issues, like high blood pressure, diabetes, osteoporosis, or even certain cancers, can creep in without causing pain or obvious symptoms. These silent conditions may go unnoticed for months or years, slowly weakening your body or setting you up for sudden complications, like a heart attack or a fall. Regular health checkups are like routine maintenance for your body. They help catch small problems before they become big ones. Doctors can run simple tests, monitor changes in your weight or blood pressure, and review your medications to be sure everything is working together safely. These visits are also a time to discuss new aches or concerns, ask about preventive screenings, and update vaccines that protect you from serious illnesses. Far from being a waste of time, a checkup is your best chance to stay ahead of issues that, left alone, could threaten your independence or quality of life. So, what's a gentle, practical way to make checkups a regular part of your routine? Start by marking your calendar for annual or semi-annual visits, just like you would for an oil change or furnace check. If getting to the doctor feels overwhelming, Ask a family member, friend, or community group for help with transportation. Many clinics now offer telehealth visits, letting you check in with your doctor from the comfort of your home. Make a list of questions or concerns before each visit so you get the most out of your time. And if you feel nervous, remember, you are your own best advocate, and asking questions is a sign of strength, not weakness. Consider the story of Mr. Paul, a retired electrician in Arizona. 4 years, he skipped checkups, thinking he was tough enough to handle anything. But when his daughter convinced him to see a doctor for a routine visit, early-stage high blood pressure was discovered. With simple medication and a few lifestyle changes, Paul avoided a dangerous stroke and now feels more energetic than he has in years. Your health is your greatest asset, and you deserve every chance to protect it. Don't let the busyness of life or the comfort of old routines stop you from taking care of yourself. Regular checkups are a small investment that pays off with years of strength, independence, and peace of mind. Give yourself the gift of attention and care. You're worth it. Habit 5. Social isolation and lack of connection. It's a quiet feeling that can settle in gradually. Maybe after the kids have grown and moved away, after retirement, or when close friends are no longer as nearby as they once were. For many older adults, the days can start to feel a little emptier, routines shrink, and invitations become less frequent. At first, you might not notice much has changed. But over time, you may find yourself spending more afternoons alone, eating meals in silence, or going days without a meaningful conversation. Sometimes, it feels easier to keep to yourself than to reach out, especially if you worry about being a burden, or if energy and mobility aren't what they used to be. It's easy to chalk this up as just part of getting older. But what if that quiet isolation is doing more than just shaping your days? What if loneliness is quietly affecting your health as well as your heart? Science now tells us that social isolation isn't just a small nuisance, it's a real health risk. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can weaken the immune system, raise blood pressure, and even increase the risk of memory loss, depression, and early decline. The body and mind are deeply wired for connection, and without it, both can suffer in ways we might not see at first. The good news is that it doesn't take big, bold gestures to start making a difference. Something as simple as a weekly phone call with a friend, joining a local senior center, or saying hello to neighbors during a walk can gently break the cycle of isolation. If you're comfortable with technology, try video chats with family or old friends, or find online groups that share your hobbies. Many libraries, churches, and community centers offer programs specifically for seniors. Volunteering, attending book clubs, or even inviting a neighbor over for coffee are simple ways to rebuild a sense of belonging. The important thing is to start small, reach out in little ways, and allow yourself to be open to new connections, even if it feels a bit awkward at first. Take the story of Mrs. Eileen, who lost her husband and found herself alone in her house for the first time in decades. 4 months, she withdrew from her social circles, convinced that people would forget about her. But when a neighbor invited her to a weekly knitting group, Eileen decided to give it a try. Slowly, her circle grew, she found new friends, shared laughter, and once again looked forward to her days. Her spirits lifted, and even her energy improved, all because she allowed herself to reconnect. You matter, and your presence brings light to the lives of others, whether you realize it or not. If you're feeling the weight of isolation, remember that small steps can lead to big changes. Reaching out might seem hard at first, but it's an act of courage that can bring more joy, comfort, and health into your life. You deserve to feel seen, heard, and cherished. Connection is not just a luxury, it's a lifeline, and it's never too late to reach for it. Habit 6. Not drinking enough water. Risk of dehydration. It's something that often slips under the radar, especially as we get older, forgetting to drink enough water throughout the day. Maybe you find yourself sipping only a little with meals, or you purposely cut back because you worry about making too many trips to the bathroom, especially at night. Sometimes, you just don't feel as thirsty as you once did, so drinking water becomes less of a priority. For many older adults, these small habits seem harmless. After all, you might think, I've managed fine so far. Do I need to worry about water at my age? But what if not drinking enough water is quietly taking a toll on your energy, your mood, and even your strength? The truth is, as we age, our bodies become less sensitive to thirst and less efficient at conserving water. This means dehydration can sneak up more easily, leaving you feeling tired, dizzy, or achy without realizing why. Even mild dehydration can lead to headaches, muscle cramps, constipation, confusion, and an overall sense of sluggishness. Over time, it can make you more vulnerable to infections and kidney problems, and even increase your risk of falls, something no one wants. Why does this happen? Water plays a vital role in almost every system in your body, from keeping your joints lubricated to helping your heart and brain work their best. Without enough fluid, your blood thickens and your heart has to work harder, while your muscles and nerves don't function as smoothly. Unfortunately, many medications commonly taken by older adults, like diuretics or blood pressure pills, can also cause you to lose more water, adding to the risk. The signs aren't always dramatic, but that dry mouth, extra fatigue, or trouble focusing might be your body quietly calling for help. So, what's a gentle solution you can start right now? The good news is that staying hydrated doesn't mean forcing yourself to gulp gallons of water or changing your life overnight. Start by keeping a glass of water nearby and taking small sips regularly. Don't wait until you're thirsty. If plain water isn't appealing, try flavoring it with a slice of lemon or a few berries, or enjoy herbal teas, milk, or broths, all of which count toward your daily fluid intake. Soups, juicy fruits like oranges or watermelon, and even vegetables like cucumbers can help keep you hydrated too. If nighttime bathroom trips are a concern, focus on drinking more during the day and slow down as the evening approaches. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Consider Mr. Lewis, an 80-year-old retiree who always felt sluggish in the afternoons. His daughter noticed he rarely finished a glass of water and encouraged him to drink more throughout the day. Soon, Lewis found that his headaches faded, his energy returned, and even his mood lifted, all thanks to a few extra glasses of water. You've worked too hard and come too far to let something as simple as dehydration hold you back. Remember, a little more attention to hydration is a small act of care with a big payoff for your body and mind. Make water your daily companion, and you'll be amazed at how much stronger, clearer, and more vibrant you feel. Every sip is a gift to yourself. Refresh, recharge, and keep moving forward. Habit 7. Misusing or overusing medications. It's something that can happen to anyone, often without even realizing it. Taking medications a little differently than prescribed, doubling up on a missed dose, or reaching for over-the-counter pills to deal with aches and pains. For many older adults, medication has become a routine part of daily life. A handful of pills in the morning, maybe another at night, bottles lined up on the kitchen counter. Sometimes, the instructions are confusing, or you simply forget whether you've already taken a dose. It's easy to assume that if one pill is good, 2 must be better, or that medicines are always safe because they're so common and familiar. But what if these small missteps are quietly putting your health at risk? What if taking too much, mixing medications without your doctor's guidance, or skipping doses is slowly chipping away at your strength, rather than helping you feel better? The truth is, as we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to the effects of drugs. The liver and kidneys, which process and remove medicines from your system, may not work as efficiently as they once did. This means side effects and drug interactions can build up faster, sometimes causing dizziness, weakness, confusion, or even dangerous falls. Taking medications incorrectly can also lead to problems like muscle cramps, changes in blood pressure, or heart and kidney strain, issues that may be mistaken for just getting older. Why does this happen so easily? Many older adults take multiple prescriptions from different doctors, adding in vitamins, supplements, or over-the-counter remedies for pain, sleep, or indigestion. Without a careful routine, It's all too easy to miss a dose or accidentally take extra. Labels can be hard to read, and memory slips happen to everyone. Sometimes, well-meaning friends or family offer advice to try something new, or you might continue a medicine that's no longer needed, simply out of habit. So, what's a gentle, everyday solution? First, make it a habit to review all your medications regularly with your doctor or pharmacist. Keep an up-to-date list of every prescription, supplement, and over-the-counter pill you use, and bring it to your appointments. Use a pill organizer or set reminders so you don't miss or double up on doses. Never start, stop, or change the amount of medication without talking to your healthcare provider first. If a label is hard to read or instructions aren't clear, ask for help. There's no shame in making sure you understand how to take your medicines safely. And don't hesitate to mention any new symptoms, no matter how small. They might be side effects or drug interactions. Take the story of Mrs. Howard, a 76-year-old grandmother who found herself getting dizzy and weak, with frequent trips to the hospital. After a careful medication review, her doctor discovered she was accidentally taking 2 similar blood pressure medicines prescribed by different specialists. By simplifying her regimen and using a weekly pill organizer, Mrs. Howard soon felt steadier and more energetic. Your medications are there to help you, not hurt you. Taking a little extra care with how and when you use them is one of the simplest ways to stay strong, safe, and independent. Remember, asking questions and seeking clarity about your pills is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. You deserve to feel your best. Give yourself the gift of safe, mindful medication. Habit 8. Neglecting muscle-strengthening exercises. It's easy to think that simply staying active, like taking a daily walk or doing some light chores, is enough to keep your body strong as you get older. After all, you might say to yourself, "I'm moving, I'm not just sitting around, so I must be doing fine." For many older adults, the idea of exercise brings to mind images of sweaty gyms, heavy weights, or complicated routines that don't feel appealing or safe. So, muscle-strengthening exercises often get left out of the daily routine, quietly replaced by easier habits. But what if walking alone isn't enough to truly protect your strength and independence? What if skipping muscle-strengthening exercises is quietly allowing your body to lose muscle faster than you realize? Science is clear. After the age of 50, we naturally lose muscle mass every year, a process called sarcopenia. Without targeted effort, this muscle loss adds up, making everyday activities, like climbing stairs, lifting groceries, or even getting out of a chair, more difficult and risky. Muscles aren't just for athletes. They're your body's armor, helping to protect your bones, joints, and balance. Weak muscles mean a higher risk of falls, slower recovery from illness or injury, and less confidence in your daily life. Why does this matter so much? Muscles support your skeleton, help you maintain a healthy weight, and even play a role in blood sugar control and joint stability. When muscle strength declines, it can affect your posture, make you more prone to aches and pains, and chip away at your sense of independence. Unfortunately, many older adults overlook muscle-strengthening activities because they seem unnecessary or intimidating, but even a little effort goes a long way. The good news is, you don't have to lift heavy weights or join a gym to make a real difference. Simple, safe exercises done at home, like standing up and sitting down from a sturdy chair, lifting light hand weights or water bottles, using resistance bands, or doing wall push-ups, can help rebuild and preserve muscle. Chair yoga or gentle Pilates routines can also offer strength benefits, as can climbing stairs or carrying groceries. The key is to challenge your muscles a little more than usual, 2 or 3 times a week, in ways that feel comfortable and safe for you. Let's look at Mr. Sanchez, a 74-year-old retired mechanic. For years, he enjoyed long walks around his neighborhood, but over time, noticed his legs felt weaker and he had trouble lifting his grandkids. With the encouragement of his doctor, he started a simple strength routine at home, standing up from a chair 10 times in a row, doing light bicep curls with soup cans, and trying a few wall push-ups. Within a month, he found it easier to move, steadier on his feet, and more confident in his daily life. You've spent a lifetime building the life you love. Don't let fading muscles take away your freedom and joy. Adding just a little strength work into your routine is a gift to your future self. No matter where you start, every small effort counts, and it's never too late. You deserve to feel strong, balanced, and independent for as many years as possible. Give your body the support it needs, and discover how much more you can do, one simple, steady step at a time. Habit 9. Eating too many processed foods high in sugar and salt. It's a habit that sneaks in slowly, almost without notice, relying on packaged meals, salty snacks, or sweet treats to fill the gaps in your day. For many older adults, processed foods can feel like an easy solution. Quick to prepare, long-lasting on the shelf, and convenient when cooking for one or two just seems like too much trouble. Maybe you grab a microwave dinner after a long afternoon, reach for crackers or cookies when you're peckish, or add a can of soup to your lunch because it's simple and familiar. These choices might feel harmless, or even comforting, especially if your appetite is smaller or you find yourself eating alone more often. But what if those convenient foods are quietly sapping your strength and making you feel older than you are? Could all those hidden sugars and extra salt be contributing to aches, fatigue, or even more serious health problems? Science now shows that a diet high in processed foods doesn't just add empty calories. It can trigger inflammation, weaken your muscles and joints, and put extra strain on your heart and kidneys. Over time, eating too many processed foods can raise your risk for high blood pressure, diabetes, and weight gain, all of which can make it harder to stay active and independent. Why is this so common? As we age, taste buds change and food preparation can feel like a chore, especially if arthritis or mobility issues make chopping and stirring difficult. Sometimes, processed foods are what's affordable, or what's easily available when you don't feel like shopping for fresh ingredients. The problem is that these foods often pack in far more salt and sugar than you need, sometimes even in products that don't taste very sweet or salty at all. Too much sodium can make your body retain fluid and raise your blood pressure, while added sugars can sap your energy and raise inflammation, making joints stiffer and recovery from minor illnesses slower. So, what's a gentle way to start shifting this habit? You don't have to give up all convenience foods overnight. Begin by reading labels and choosing lower sodium or no added sugar options when you shop. Try to swap one processed meal a day for something fresher: a salad, a bowl of vegetable soup you make at home, or a piece of fruit instead of a packaged dessert. Stock up on frozen vegetables, rotisserie chicken, or canned beans, rinsed to remove extra salt, for quick, healthy meals. If you have the energy, cook a bigger batch of food and freeze leftovers for later. Small changes, done consistently, can have a huge impact on how you feel. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Think of Mrs. Parker, a 78-year-old widow who found herself eating more frozen dinners after her husband passed away. Her doctor suggested adding a handful of spinach to her soup and choosing unsalted nuts over chips. Slowly, Mrs. Parker built new habits, snacking on carrot sticks, baking sweet potatoes, and treating herself to berries for dessert. She noticed her joints felt less stiff and her afternoon energy returned. You deserve to enjoy meals that leave you feeling nourished and strong, not weighed down or worn out. Every small shift toward fresh, wholesome food is a gift to your body and mind. Don't let convenience or habit steal your vitality. Embrace simple, nourishing choices and rediscover just how good healthy eating can make you feel, one delicious bite at a time. Habit 10. Ignoring mental health, not managing stress and anxiety. It's something that often stays hidden behind a steady smile or a polite, "I'm fine." As we get older, life can bring changes that aren't always easy to talk about. Loss of loved ones, changes in health, moving to a new home, or simply watching the world shift in ways that feel unfamiliar. For many older adults, there's a quiet weight carried in the heart. Worries about the future, regrets about the past, or feelings of loneliness that creep in during the stillness of the night. It's easy to believe that stress, sadness, or anxiety are just private burdens you have to carry alone, or that it's too late in life to seek help or talk about emotions. But what if holding it all inside is making your body weaker, too? What if unspoken stress and unmanaged anxiety are silently draining your energy, affecting your sleep, and making everyday aches and pains feel even worse? Science has shown that chronic stress doesn't just live in the mind. It can raise blood pressure, sap your immune system, weaken muscles, and slow your recovery from illness. Anxiety and depression, if left unaddressed, can steal the spark from your days and make it harder to find the joy and peace you truly deserve. Why is this so important? The mind and body are deeply connected, especially as we age. Bottling up your feelings can make you feel more isolated, rob you of restful sleep, and even increase your risk for memory problems or heart disease. Unfortunately, many in our generation were taught to keep emotions to ourselves, to tough it out, or to think that talking about feelings is a sign of weakness. But the truth is, caring for your mental health is just as vital as caring for your physical health, and there's real strength in reaching out for support. So, what are gentle ways to start tending to your mental well-being? Begin with small acts of self-kindness. Make time each day for something you enjoy, even if it's just a cup of tea, a favorite song, or time with a beloved pet. Try writing your thoughts in a journal, practicing deep breathing or meditation, or taking a few quiet minutes to simply notice your feelings without judgment. If worries or sadness feel overwhelming, talk to a trusted friend, a family member, or your doctor. There are many supportive professionals, support groups, and resources dedicated to older adults. You never have to walk this road alone. Consider the story of Mr. Jenkins, a retired teacher who lost his wife and felt adrift in grief. At first, he kept his pain to himself, thinking he'd get over it in time. But after joining a local support group, he found comfort in shared stories and small steps forward. Gradually, his sleep improved, his energy returned, and laughter found its way back into his days. You are never too old to care for your mind and spirit. Reaching out for help or simply sharing your feelings is a sign of courage, not weakness. Tending to your mental health is a gift that touches every part of your life, bringing more light, strength, and hope into your days. Permit yourself to feel, to heal, and to find new joy, one gentle step at a time. As we've explored throughout this video, the habits we carry, sometimes without even realizing it, can quietly shape our health, strength, and happiness as we age. From moving a little less than our bodies need, to skipping regular checkups, or letting loneliness settle in, each choice adds up in ways that affect not just our bodies, but our spirits too. But here's the most important truth: it's never too late to change. Every small step you take toward healthier habits can bring back more energy, more confidence, and more joy into your life. Remember Mr. Harold, who found strength again through gentle movement, or Mrs. Jeanette, who reclaimed restful sleep with a simple bedtime routine. Think of Mr. Paul, who caught hidden health risks just in time by seeing his doctor regularly, or Mrs. Eileen, who found new friendship and light by opening her heart to connection. These stories are proof that change is possible, and it begins with you. You deserve to live with independence, vibrancy, and the peace of mind that comes from caring for your whole self, body, mind, and heart. The habits you choose today will shape the years ahead. So start where you are, with kindness and patience, knowing that every positive choice is a gift to yourself. I invite you now to share in the comments one habit you feel inspired to change or embrace. Your journey matters, and your story can inspire others too. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue supporting each other on this path to healthier, stronger aging. Thank you for watching and for taking this step toward a brighter, more empowered tomorrow. You're not alone, and your best days are still ahead.